The term digital literacy is a common one in the 21st century, and it's one that you are likely being told you need to increase your students' skills for. But what exactly does this mean, and what are you trying to achieve? That's coming up in this video. Hi everyone, I'm Lee Hall from Literacy Teachers, and I'm all about giving you the tools you need to inspire, motivate, and change how your students read and write for academic success. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you get notifications because I put out new videos each week. So today we are going to be talking about what is digital literacy. It's a very common term. You hear all the time. You need to be developing your students' digital literacy skills, but what exactly is it that you are trying to help them with? The first thing to know about this is that it is a big and broad term. It's going to encompass a lot of things. And I'm going to list off some of the most common things for you that you can work to develop in terms of digital literacy for your students. So the first one is the ability to use digital devices. Okay, so you want students to be able to use desktops, laptops, tablets, smartphones, right? Any kind of digital device to learn information, to communicate information, to create and share information, okay? The next thing you want them to be able to do is to evaluate the information being presented, all right? So students are going to come across, as you know, all kinds of information once they get out there on the internet, right? Be it through just using Google and, websites or social media, but they need to be able to understand and evaluate, critically analyze that information to determine if it's something that they should make use of, how reliable is it, how valid is it, is this something that they should discard, okay? And along with that, students need to be able to use search engines, all right? So students need to be able to use search engines for research, right? And obviously they need to be able to use it for their own personal daily lives as well. But as far as in schools go, they need to be able to use it for academic research. But again, they're going to come up with any number of results, right? Hundreds, thousands of results, and they need to be able to know how to evaluate those results. So they need to be able to know kind of like what are some good keywords based on the question that I'm researching and be able to put that into the search engine. And then they need to be able to evaluate critically the results that they get back from doing that search, all right? They need to be able to use digital tools to annotate on the web, okay? This isn't something that's necessarily super critical, but it is a facet of digital literacy. So an example of a digital tool to annotate would be Hypothesis. All right, and that's something that you can teach students how to use so they can continue to have discussions and annotate and mark up what they read. They need to know how to find information in digital databases, right? So if they are, going to the library and looking, they need to conduct, again, research, but they're not using Google, for example. They're using the library and looking for books or, journal articles, whatever kind of resources that the library has. They need to know how to conduct that search. And again, they need to know how to evaluate the information that they get back, because while you don't have to have, obviously, as many concerns about the information that a library search engine would return as opposed to what Google would return, right? You should be able to rely on the library returning, high quality information. But again, students have to be able to discern, right, of the information that I got from doing my, search in a library digital database. To what extent do the materials that I got back, the suggestions that I got back, did this look valid, reliable, relevant to my topic? Because not everything is, right? And so you have to sort of know how to weed through and know where to start and know how to prioritize and also know how deep to go within the results that get returned to you. All right, so thanks for watching. That is a quick overview of what digital literacy is. Don't forget to subscribe so you can catch all of my videos. And while you're at it, head down to the comment section. Let's talk a little bit about digital literacy. How do you understand it? How are you enacting it? What questions and challenges do you face in terms of developing this with your students? Let's talk about it and share so we can help one another as we move forward with our journey.